Let's turn now back to the college football playoff because, we can't talk about that enough ahead of Saturday. The college football playoff system has been very kind to Alabama. They've been in the playoffs every year, winning the championship in 2015. Saban has won 5 national championships as a college coach, including that 2003 championship with LSU. What would another national title mean for Nick Saban?
It would separate him from most notably Urban Meyer. You see all the other members of this list of 4 or more. The other 3 have been long gone. Saban and Meyer will define great coaching in college football for certainly the 21st century. And Urban Meyer does have a legitimate chance to pass Saban at one point. I mean, keep in mind, if Meyer wins here, that's his 4th, and then he's 1 behind. I do actually think this is one of the few exceptions in all of sports where the modern equivalent, if the numbers are all the same, is not more impressive than the older archaic terms. Meaning nowadays, because of the money, the competition, the depth, the size, the fact that everything's merged to a championship, most major sports, if you won 4 titles now, it's more impressive than winning 4 titles in the 60s. There wasn't a lot of money. Dynasties were a lot more apparent because there wasn't really free agency pre-Kurt Flood in the Major League Baseball. So the reason I think Bear Bryant's more impressive, even if Saban joins him at 6, is the fact that Bear Bryant could have gone undefeated back in the 60s and not won the national championship. He didn't control his own destiny. That doesn't really even exist, particularly now that we have a 4-team playoff. And he actually has more of an advantage because he can have these 5-star recruits relatively fall inside of his lap. This would mean a lot to him, but I think of the 4 coaches, I think Peterson and Dabo Swinney have the most to gain here because the legacies for Meyer and Saban are already set.
Yep.
So,
although I feel like Saban's always going to be chasing Bear Bryant if he doesn't pass him.
Yeah, I mean, like he already has a statue.
He's in his shadow, that's for sure.
You think so?
Yeah.
I actually think they're kind of eye to eye right now. I really do. You're not there. You're from Alabama,
yeah,
so
I
like
don't
you
feel
were
like
kind
that.
of raised to know that Bear Bryant's like almost better than any other person from Alabama. I get it, right? The Junction Boys.
Well, I mean, when Nick Saban came to Alabama, there was definitely a huge boost. People were very excited, still are. He's God in Alabama.
Yes. Yep.
But I still think if he doesn't surpass Bear Bryant, it'll always be Old Bear.
Yeah, you don't have
Bear's
one on
king.
you because he has 2 of them, 2 on him, at least from Tuscaloosa, and 1. Listen, I think there's more than a 50% chance that the Tide win the national championship, and he joins incredible company. And I think that he's probably going to be the coach for another 10 years. And so, I mean,
what is he? He's going to be
early
75
60s,
then?
yeah, and that
or is he
happens.
61? He's a 65?
Yeah, he's in his early 60s. So, like, 10 years would put him even shy of where Bowden and Paterno parted from the game. I mean, it really will come down to passion. I think he gets to 7, at least.
I'm resting on a beach at that point in time,
Are you?
right? Yeah, you got to.
Why not now?
Why not now?
Why
Great
can't
question.
we reverse retirement? Why can't we all just spend our 20s and 30s
We got a
doing
whole. That's
absolutely
for
nothing?
another entirely different show.